Hi there! Welcome to Apple World. So Tiffany Haddish is getting sued again. Say, a couple of months after she uncovered how the primary claim destroyed her life. Now, in any case, is that something that I lost? Everything. Every one of my gigs is gone. Everything gone. This time, the claim is brought against her by the mother of the youngsters that she purportedly saved. Furthermore, it seems as though this subsequent claim will be more serious than the first in light of the fact that the mother didn't come to play with Tiffany. Profoundly laments acting in an improv show that brings about a kid's sexual claim against her and entertainer Aries Lances. So right when we believed that Tiffany Haddish was at last going to get a break, she just got hit with one more claim that is connected with her youngster, a claim that was documented the year before. What's more, it seems as though the bad dream is a long way from being over for her. As you are most likely aware, Tiffany was sued last year by two kin who decided to go by the unknown names of Jane and John Doe, guaranteeing that she had saved them by exposing them to a few unseemly circumstances that kids ought not be exposed to. The kin guaranteed that Tiffany had been companions with their mother and immediately reinforced that with her since they had both gotten as of late separated. They got so close that Tiffany immediately turned into a family companion who sent cards for birthday celebrations and Christmas. They before long figured out that the two children needed to try their hands at the acting business. Tiffany was at that point becoming famous in the business, so the youngster's mother was not dubious. When Tiffany proposed to give the children a hand in getting acting gigs, she professed to find a part for Jane on a venture she was dealing with. Yet the job ended up being a very unseemly one for her since she was just 14 at that point. The job included her professing to go down on a hoagie sandwich and give it a, guess what? The young lady was astonished to the point that she was unable to make it happen. So Tiffany lashed out at her and sent her away, purportedly. However, Jane didn't let her mother know what went down at that point. Several months after the fact, Tiffany called the youngster's mother to tell her that she had gotten a part as John Doe in a production for Nickelodeon. However, this was a finished falsehood since he never got anywhere near Nickelodeon. She had the kid film an upsetting drama with comic Aries Lances, and they named it Through the Eyes of a Kid. Also, I believe it's reasonable the way that wrecked the video. They made the kid strip to his clothing and sit with Aries in a bath while Aries scoured child oil on him. No doubt. Sickening and exceptionally unseemly. He was so annoyed with what Tiffany compelled him to do that he burst out crying. Also, this made Jane finally open up to their mother and tell her what truly occurred. Presently, when her mother called Tiffany and requested to see the video, Tiffany asserted that John's exhibition was awful to such an extent that the recording was unusable. This was completely false in light of the fact that she and Aries presented the video on the site, amusing or kick the bucket, and the site wound up bringing the video down in view of how improper it was. When the revelation about the claim broke out, it turned into a tremendous embarrassment, and individuals began hauling Tiffany for rottenness. She exacerbated things when she had her legal counselor put out an announcement for her sake, saying the offended party's mom has been attempting to declare these fake cases against Miss Haddish for a very long time. Each lawyer who has at first taken on her case, and there were a few, at last dropped the matter once obviously the cases were meritless and Haddish wouldn't be checked out. At this point, Miss Morris has her grown-up girl address herself in this claim. Both of them will face the consequences of chasing after this trivial activity. Presently, I believe that all of you should remember this assertion, since we will circle right back into it in a tiny bit. In any case, individuals found this explanation so hostile that they deteriorated. Most importantly, Jane and John Doe had decided to safeguard their characters and remain private. However, Tiffany and her legal counselors alluded to their mother by name, and many individuals felt like it was done deliberately. The backfire was terrible to the point that Tiffany needed to make her very own announcement on Instagram saying, "I realize individuals have a lot of inquiry lines. It makes perfect sense to me. I'm here with you." Sadly, in light of the fact that there is a continuous legitimate case, there's not much that I can say at this moment. Yet, obviously, while this sketch was expected to be comedic, it wasn't entertaining in any way. Also, I profoundly lament having consented to act in it. I truly anticipate having the option to share significantly more about the circumstances in a hurry. Be that as it may, by then it was past the point of no return in light of the fact that the harm had previously been done. The kickback was terrible to such an extent that she was getting dropped in Hollywood. She even revealed to TMZ that no one needed to work with her in view of the claims behind her now. Yet, will that be that something? Goodness, I lost everything. Every one of my gigs is gone. Everything gone. Not terrible, but not great either. I mean, are you? That is what I'm talking about. The fact that a terrible look makes you feel like this in any case, now that they changed faces. I feel like you recovered. Furthermore, I don't have any work. All things considered, look, I don't have any work, brother. That is bad. That is bad. We now don't have the foggiest idea what she did or how she made it happen, yet she had the option to get Jane and John Doe to pull out the claim. They likewise made an announcement saying, "My family and I have known Tiffany Haddish for a long time, and we presently realize that she could never hurt me or my sibling or help any other person cause whatever might damage us. We hope everything turns out great for Tiffany and are happy that we can all put this behind us." Despite the fact that the claim was dropped, Tiffany actually gets backfired on from time to time since individuals arbitrarily raise that claim. Yet overall, it's something that she is, by all accounts, continuing on from. Indeed, as of recently, that is on the grounds that she just got sued again for a similar sort of case. Presently, when Jane and John excused the case, it was excused without bias, implying that they can't document it once more. However, this time around, it's not the children documenting, in light of the fact that their mom recorded the new case. The mother, whose name is Teresa Morris, is presently suing Tiffany and Aries Lances. As per the court reports, Teresa guarantees that in the summers of 2014 and 2015, Tiffany prepared and requested her minor kids to act in films, record, distribute, and convey physically improper material. Presently, recall her attorney's assertion and the way that I said he name-dropped the youngster's mom? Indeed, Teresa is likewise suing for slander since she's guaranteeing that Tiffany made her look cash-hungry when she got sued by Teresa's children last year. Radar Online reports that in her claim, Teresa charged Tiffany and Aries of stigmatizing her by disclosing claims following her youngster's claim being recorded that she was endeavoring to coerce them. Presently, as per the court reports, Teresa guaranteed that the humorists, through their reps, offered offensive expressions about her personality, uprightness, ethics, and moral qualities. In her suit, Teresa asserted that notwithstanding the public articulations by the comics, the supposed coercion was never answered by any specialists. Presently, Teresa is asserting that she shouldn't have been named by Tiffany or her legal counselors since she didn't have anything to do with the claims that were recorded. Despite the fact that Teresa's children documented it, she guaranteed that she was not associated with the claim in any way. Mrs. Morris was not named as the party in the claim, nor did Miss Morris' name show up on any court archives that prompted the malignant assertions by Tiffany and Aries. She asserted that the joke artists went after her with the end goal of diverting from their own way of behaving. She likewise asserted that she connected with Tiffany in February to request that she eliminate any confusion on the blackmail guarantees that her attorney made. Tiffany purportedly vowed to do it sometime in the not-too-distant future, saying the media isn't discussing her at the present time. "I have 4 motion pictures coming out this year, and I will do a great deal of press. On the off chance that it comes up, I'll make certain to specify it." Yet she never brought it up. Furthermore, Teresa guarantees that a columnist who interviewed Tiffany in June told her that Tiffany had been discussing her adversely, which made Tism frantic. What's more, that is the reason she's suing, and she's requesting $1 million. Yet it appears as though she has exaggerated her hand since individuals are currently hauling her for attempting to artfully steal some cash. Fans love remarks saying, "All right, nah, they're only searching for cash," like they've been attempting to accomplish throughout the previous few years. Furthermore, in the event that you've been following this case way before these most recent 3 years, do you understand what I mean? This woman needs to stop now. She's simply being covetous. Isn't this like the 2nd or 3rd claim from a similar family? Sooner or later, the courts need to stop permitting pointless claims. Also, first, they apologize for the claim. And afterward, here comes another. Shaking my head. Certain individuals are simply hopeless.